I'm really relieved. I think that they'll figure something out, but at the same time, who knows what could happen.
There's a deal to avoid shutting down the federal government, and the Defense Department says that means servicemen and women will be paid as normal. But some families worry that it could happen again. 24-Hour News 8's Tony Televia in studio with more.
Larry, we caught up today with a local congressman and checked back in with a West Michigan military family you first heard from yesterday.
I'm really relieved.
But now that she's seen the threat of pay delays for her Navy husband, Christina McCarthy says she's worried it could happen in the future.
I would lose my house for sure. They need to come up with something to ensure they will always get paid, no matter what the economy is like and no matter what the government is doing.
Just back from Washington, Zeeland Republican Congressman Bill Huizenga told us he'd support a plan to keep paychecks coming for servicemen and women in the event of a shutdown.
When we've got our men and women in 3 different theaters of war, they've got plenty of other things to think about.
Huizenga notes that a Republican budget plan would have funded the Defense Department through September. It also included $12 billion in overall spending cuts. A bipartisan proposal in the Senate, supported by Michigan's Debbie Stabenow, among others, would also guarantee those paychecks. Despite Friday night's deal, Huizenga says he is not yet committed to the longer-term budget deal that would last through September.
We're still taking a look at it.
And there are other budget debates ahead, including should Congress vote to increase the nation's debt limit, and what about next year's budget? The Zeeland congressman says he supports a plan put forth by a Wisconsin congressman that includes changes to what Medicare would look like for those 54 and younger.
We're not changing anything for anybody who is currently accessing it or close to accessing it, but I'm 42. I have to look at a different system. My kids have to look at a different system. If we don't, the red ink that's going to be flowing is going to be crushing, and I refuse to let this mountain of debt pile up on my kids.
Under that plan, seniors would choose from among a group of private health plans, and the federal government would pay for it. The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office says that Americans who would have that plan, again, those who are 54 and younger now, would pay more out of pocket for health care. We did reach out to Michigan's 2 Democrats in the U.S. Senate for comment today, but did not hear back. Larry?